Now let's segue into the parental rights role. I think the number one question that we get is, can I, as a parent, sue for the curriculum? And in particular, social emotional learning, which is state mandated in all 12 academic subjects. And so, from a state related, let's start from state and go into the district. Can parents sue because of the curriculum?
No. The way that it works is the North Carolina state legislature passed a law a long time ago that delegated the responsibility to the State Board of Education and the Department of Public Instruction, DPI, to come up with what they call standard course of study. All right. These are general guidelines that are supposed to kind of set the foundation for what the local school districts will incorporate as far as curriculum. So the state does not set the curriculum, but they do set these standard course of studies, and they have endeavored to include social emotional learning as something that is required. Now, of course, the devil's in the details, right? I think social emotional learning on its face sounds like a very good and important and interesting and caring thing. The issue is for each of North Carolina's 115 school districts, how are they going to implement those standards on the local level by establishing a curriculum? So each school district has its own director of curriculum, has its own committee that studies, various texts and other types of curriculum materials from all over the country and the different vendors that provide it to come up with an appropriate curriculum. So if you're a parent, if you are a faculty or staff member at a school district, you can be involved and you should be involved. You should ask questions. How does the curriculum committee work? Who's in charge? Who's the director? Do they seek input from the parents? Are they transparent? Do they post the curriculum that they come up with on the school district's website? Ask those questions. But the question that you asked, Sloan, was whether there's some kind of right to sue over the curriculum. And the answer is the answer is no. There's no claim. There's no legal claim in North Carolina or most any state for educational negligence, right? In other words, I don't like what you're teaching. I don't think you're teaching it well, kind of thing. I don't want you to go into that. But what you do have is an opportunity to monitor your child's education. And if you find that it's crossing a line, if you find that a particular teacher has gone rogue and is teaching something that is not in the school district's curriculum and is doing it in a way that violates one of the school board policies that, let's say, prohibit a teacher from going into their personal politics and whatnot, well, then there is an avenue for any parent to file a grievance through the school and the school district to make sure that that's heard. And that's very important. That's a parent's role in holding the school and the school district accountable.